Hello, my dear Scorpios. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing your late night readings when I'm recording this. And this is going to be for everybody who is Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or you, for those of you who know astrology, if you guys have a relocated, let's say, ascendant in the sign of Scorpio, or if you have a lot of progressions in the sign of Scorpio, anyone who is really resonating with this energy that we're going to be discussing. As always, tarot online is general. Unfortunately, in your own chart, when you do an actual reading, there might be something different. I do want you guys to be aware of. However, let's try to channel the energies that you guys need to know. And I will be using this beautiful new tarot deck that I have. It's kind of hard to shuffle, so let's see how it's gonna go. And we're gonna go from here, okay? Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy that. Don't forget to share, subscribe if you are new. Check out my new astrology channel where I'm discussing a lot more other interesting concepts. I also do have my tarot class still available on Vimeo. You can stream as low as 11:11 if you guys want to study tarot with me. It's available on Vimeo or in the membership of this channel. For those of you who want to donate to this channel, check out our GoFundMe campaign. We've been creating our own cards. You can donate for the free readings on this channel to that campaign. Links are going to be in the description. And anyway, let's take a look again. It's a bit hard to shuffle this deck, but it's a huge cards, but let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you have the first card, Solar Deity. This is very interesting, guys. To me, this is representative of the power of the Phoenix part of a Scorpio. I see that some of you have recently learned how to transform something. Transform perhaps maybe negativity into power, maybe your own even some kind of negative trait, or something that you may be perceiving as negative into something that's positive. Like, you know how sometimes you're angry, right? Which anger by itself seems to be such a negative emotion. But if you channel that anger into, like figuring something out, resolving something, being productive about that, it becomes suddenly no longer a negative force, but a force of light, a force of positivity. And it's interesting, as I'm recording this video, we have Mars, which is the ancient ruler of Scorpio, joining North Node. So for a lot of you, you might discover a new gift, a new talent, a new superpower, if you will. Like maybe you always thought, oh, I cannot really do this. Oh, I'm maybe not good at this. Suddenly you are going to see how actually you have certain gifts that maybe you couldn't connect to before. Maybe you used to be super sensitive. Let's say if somebody was like judgmental towards you, or if somebody was like not appreciating you to full capacity. Suddenly with the solar deity, there's some kind of upgrade of an energy taking place for Scorpios, where you are going to your next level. You are connecting to this very fiery, to this very passionate, powerful element of yours. And fire has potential to transform negativity. Fire is that force where it creates light, and it also can cleanse. So there is something you're going, I'm seeing, through cleansing on a solar level. I also think some of you could have either Libra or Taurus in your chart, and your ruling planet Venus is right now in the sign of Aries in the tropical Kazemi sun. So what it means is that Venus is being burned right now, and some of you have a significant placement in Venus. It could be a Libra. It could be Libra or Taurus, or you might even have, I don't know, maybe Aries energy as well. There is something to say about that the fire, this energy, you're becoming ignited with this passion to either start something or to manifest something. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what's underneath. We have here Seeker of Crystals, and this could be about some of them. This could be very much about some of the spiritual knowledge, some of the information you're collecting. I see some of you guys are like on a hunt for something. You guys are collecting some knowledge, some information, some insights, and working with this. It could even be this new ideas, this new projects, this new situations you're dealing with, where you right now have something in your hand, which could be literally just information or some kind of some access to something, which basically is the key for you to manifest something quite large. Let's see what else. Let's see what's underneath. Look at this. I'm not kidding. Ace of Flames. So it's like fire, like a fire is rising, a fire is burning, but it's a good fire though. With the Ace of Flames, this is rekindling of passion. This is if you maybe been like more down on yourself or depressed, or you didn't have the necessary energy to make progress or to elevate yourself. Suddenly with this Ace of Flames and the solar deity, it's literally this energy of Mars, which is your ancient planet, joining together with North Node, is giving you all this fire to burn the things on your way that are blocking your progress. Maybe you always were, like, let's say somebody says something negative to you, or somebody tells you no and rejects you. You used to always take these things and kind of like allow them block your progress, allow them to stop you from achieving the things you know you can achieve. You used to allow certain setbacks maybe to slow you down, distract you. And now you're recognizing them for what exactly they are. They are just noise. They are just obstacles. By no means do they have the power to stop you from transforming and from reaching to the things that were always faded. You literally have your destiny right now here, like at the tip of your, at the tip of your fingertips. If you can say, usually it's tip of your tongue, but you get what I'm saying, Scorpios. And, the vibe is intense with this reading. So wow, guys, I am mind blown. Let's see, let's take one more card. And look at this. We also have Two of Chalices to top that off. Two of Chalices here represent as the Two of Cups energy, traditional tarot. I think for a lot of you, there is going to be a new connection. There is going to be a new person, a new relationship with the Ace of Wands, hot type of connection. Person themselves, I think, would be like a hothead, where if maybe before you kind of felt a bit dead inside, I see that there is a new connection in your life right now that's inspiring you, that's bringing you this passion, this, sexual energy, this inspiration, this energy to start something new. Very, very interesting, guys. Wow. Two of Cups, definitely something new on the way. I cannot believe this. And then we have the Star. So the Star here, it represents this energy of... I don't know why I want to say Sirius. So Sirius, it says it's about 14 degrees of Cancer. So if you have any planets anywhere from 11 degrees of Cancer to, I would say, even 17 degrees of Cancer, because it's quite a large star, which is very important in ancient Egypt and ancient Babylonian world. It is a star, like I like to explain, is connected to the United States of America, July 4th. This is when exactly the conjunction of Sun to Sirius. So Sirius star is about freedom, reaching for your ultimate true north. You might meet someone with this placement. You yourself might have this placement. I don't know why they specifically talk about Sirius here, although I guess it could be Regulus as well. I'm not sure, but I think I heard very loud and clear Sirius, and especially because this is like ancient Egypt. Ancient Egyptians really connected to Sirius also in a very different way. So there is something here about the Sirius star. It could be literally in your chart. It could be in a chart of someone you are connecting with. It could also be that something right around July 4th, which is Independence Day in the United States of America, but even universally outside of that, it is a day connected to star Sirius. There is going to be something very important taking place. Maybe even this love connection is somehow related to that. What else I was gonna say? Yeah, and here, like, your guys are connected to your true north. Wow, very powerful. Let's see, let's just take one look at this. We have Indigo here. I see that for a lot of you guys, you have spiritual gifts, you have talents. And for a lot of you, you are finally also starting to see just how powerful your gifts are, just how much you can do with this in this world. Once again, there might have been energies in the past where you allowed things to distract you or to speed your progress. But right now, I'm literally seeing the divine itself, this power itself is coming down on you and telling you to burn everything that's kind of like... It's interesting because we are going to be entering Passover for those who are Jewish soon. And there is usually right before Passover, there is a ritual called burning of the chametz, which is like the basically the bread that you're not supposed to like eat during Passover, and there is this big fire usually where you burn all of that. But there's also a symbolic meaning of burning the negativity as well with that. So there's something through the fire burning which cleanses you and helps you reconnect to your spiritual mission. Some of you could have kids who could be very special, like indigo children, or you could be an indigo child itself. Some of you will have also a child who will be like kind of like indigo, highly sensitive but highly spiritual. And just one more card. And we have your Master of Flames. You could also be, or you could be connecting to someone who has a lot of fire in their chart, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Again, we all know Scorpio's saga with Leos especially, but it could be other fire signs as well. I'm just getting that it's not bad. However, here I don't see any kind of toxic connections. I'm seeing that really you are mastering an element of fire. With this Mars, which is your ancient ruler, being joined by North Node, there is this fire ignited. You guys are transforming something on just a crazy, crazy level. Oh, wow. Okay, let's keep going for my Scorpios. Now let's look at the tarot. Let's see. All right, and we have here the Three of Cups. So I feel like very soon there is going to be an opportunity for you to remember what it's like when things are amazing, to remember how amazing just can things be. I feel like soon there is going to be an event, maybe a celebration of some sort, maybe a holiday of some sort, where you will also reconnect to your spiritual power. We see here next goes the Two of Swords with the Ten of Wands, with the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Let me take all the cards. High Priestess with the Eight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. What I'm seeing here with these cards is that for a lot of you guys, there is going to be a moment where you will see how you were limiting yourself in the past, how you were not perhaps allowing yourself to go to your next level. Maybe you allowed opinions of others put you in a corner. You know how in Dirty Dancing nobody puts baby in a corner. Maybe you have allowed, I don't know, like your own even judgment towards yourself. Like, you know how we are self-critical, right? And sometimes we are very hard on ourselves, which if it's in excess, if there's too much judgment, you know, without mercy, when it comes even to us connecting to ourselves, it could create very negative scenarios. So I'm seeing that now you guys are finally starting to see things clearly, and you are starting to see where maybe you have been out of balance. You are starting to see also with the Eight of Pentacles, what are the things that you have worked so hard on, and what are the things that you have mastered. Eight of Pentacles here talks about the mastery of something. So I'm seeing you guys have mastered something. Maybe you are the best, I don't know, developer. Maybe you are the best, I don't know, in law or in finance, whatever it is you do. Some kind of craft you here have developed, and you're starting to kind of like seeing yourself in a more clear way. I feel like before you didn't see yourself clearly. Then we have the Page of Cups next to the High Priestess. I'm seeing a connection, an unexpected communication here, which comes out of the blue and which really makes you reconsider and rethink some of them, like some of the things that you've previously planned. So there is a bit of this change of plans of energy coming in. It could be a connection that comes very unexpectedly. You do not see it coming, but at the same time, what I'm seeing here, it's all consuming. It's like right away, your interest here is like, your interest here is I'm hearing your interest is piqued. I don't know what it means, like your interest is piqued, something like that, something about your interest is caught or something like that, and you are just, you know, it's like it's a new journey for you. So a lot of it has to do with love, but I'm also seeing for a lot of you guys there is this new energy, new beginnings when it comes to your job and to your work. Let's clarify this a little bit with this other tarot I have. So many tarot decks, guys. I have to keep using them, so I like to mix all the different tarot in my decks. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Wasn't this showing up for you before? I see that for a lot of you, here you are. You have arrived. I think the only person, you know, there was a Jay-Z, I think, old song. The only person who can hurt me is me. I don't know. I forgot which track was that lyric from. But I feel like it's very, like, I don't know if you have Scorpio, his chart or not, but, you know, it's kind of, I think that sort of lyric is very representative of Scorpio. Scorpio represents power. It is actually connected to a very high elevated channel even of the divine power when it comes to this world. Like some of you probably know, right, how if we go by the tarot, and I'm going to teach you a little bit, but I'm actually going to soon have a class on Kabbalah and the tarot, because most symbolism you see in Rider-Waite specifically comes from Kabbalah. And you see the World Major Arcana card, right? You see here these 4 creatures which are actually connected to the divine tetragram and the divine name of God, Yud He Vav He. They also connected to 4 archangels. They are also connected to 4 fixed stars, which is Regulus, Aldebaran, Antares, and Fomalhaut. And specifically from the 4 animals here, Scorpio specifically is connected to the eagle, which is elevated form of a Scorpio, as we know even in astrology, which is connected to power. And these 4 creatures here specifically are also called the 4 Hayot, and they have 4 faces. Face again of an ox, lion, eagle, and a man. They form what's called the basis of the ancient science of morphology. And there's this whole also concept of like reading the face. We have in Kabbalah practice where you can read a person's face, actually do a divination just on a person's face. But there is something here which is also connected to these four elements. And it's interesting because even further this is connected to even the 4 temperaments, right? We have choleric, phlegmatic, and all of that. Eagle specifically, which is you guys, Scorpio, element of water, is connected to melancholic. And the secret of a Scorpio, which is the main secret, many people who practice tarot don't know that because it's a rare information. Eagle, which is Scorpio specifically, is connected to power, to empowerment, but not only learning how to empower yourself. It's like when you learn empowerment, what are you going to do with such power now? This is so-called the power path of the eagle. And we all know Scorpios have this element in their life where sometimes they feel like all their power is stripped away from them because of some abuse or trauma. But then they start getting out of that, transforming, raising their energy, raising their vibration. And eventually Scorpio becomes so empowered, whether with understanding of psychology or the occult or financial power, where now it becomes also a journey of itself. Now that you have that power, what are you gonna do? Do you have the power, like Kanye's song I'm gonna quote, do you have the power also to let power go? That's very interesting to me because this next card here is this Queen of Wands, which tells me, again, there is something here about this empowerment where you are stepping into the whole other level of yourself, because I think it's connected astrologically to the transit of Mars being with North Node and Venus being Kazimi Sun right now. And it's almost like now that Mars is conjunct North Node, after that, you're on a whole other level. And it might not necessarily be, oh, I bought a mansion or something. It could be spiritually, you go to the next chapter, you transform and you correct something very major that maybe was not available to you before. And you're basically on a whole other level now. Wow, what a powerful reading, guys. Let's take some Lenormand cards. I'm gonna mix all of my Lenormands together. I don't know, I just kind of feel like doing that because otherwise I'm getting bored. Let's just take all of this away to not get distracted. Let's see. I'm seeing that right now the most important thing for you is to not allow yourself to react too much to any kind of distractions. There's many things which don't matter anything that might be like clouding your judgment or distracting you. Don't pay attention. Like it's literally noise. Maybe literally live somewhere where it's noisy, I'm getting. Or have like a noisy neighbor or flatmate, something like that. Let's take this one. Ooh, the book. That's been coming up for you Scorpions quite a lot. The book, of course, represents knowledge, represents mystery, represents secrets. And again, I think that some of that, this knowledge that you've been seeking, this information you've been thinking is connected to some kind of ancient wisdoms, perhaps esoteric wisdoms. Like I bet you that some of you have recently discovered some new form of manifestation or some new type of spell or some kind of new form of esoteric or energy work, or maybe even on a more mundane level, some kind of information or education, something that basically takes you in a whole other on a whole other level. We also have here the fox. So I think that you guys are becoming very intelligent, very smart. You are starting to see and recognize opportunities that other people may overlook. You are starting to see things that other people might not even see. This is insane power. We also have here the bear coming up as well, 14 and 15. So this together has also it's like you are getting this ability to be at the right place in the right time, but also to protect yourself. It's like there is this very big protection, you know, that's available for you right now. Very powerful. And let's see what else. We also have here birds. We have the moon. And we have here a tree. I see that a lot of things that you are doing right now, they start kind of in this very lighthearted way. Maybe you are like getting a new hobby, or maybe you're just chatting with someone, but somehow the way to your dreams, for some people this card could even represent fame, wish fulfillment, things also that connect you to longevity, and you're really setting the seeds for the things that will be blooming starts now. And pay attention to conversations that you have, even, you know, at the cafe, even with the barista, even like in an Uber, like anywhere, even on a social media. I'm seeing that somehow some of the most lighthearted and what seems at first insignificant conversations might be somehow the key to your prosperity, to abundance, and to fulfillment of some major dreams. Let us see what else. Where are you now, Scorpios? Let's ask, where are you now in your development? Where are you now? Okay, oh my god, guys, this card been coming up so freaking many times for you, which is, to me, is connection. This is you literally connecting with other individuals in the same vibration with you. It's accepting something that you might have not been accepting before. Of course, this is number 4, which is your 4th house in astrology, where we have Jupiter and Saturn. And there's something here to say where maybe there's been something at the very foundation of your life. And when I analyze somebody's birth chart, I always look at what's taking place in their 4th house, because 4th house and your IC point are ultimately the very basics of your life, the very basics, the family you grew up in, your home, your nest. And sometimes when that area of life is not the most balanced, it's hard to even, you know, maintain the other blessings in other areas of your life. So here, I think you are fundamentally, finally exploring and accepting and healing something at the very foundation. So maybe there was some kind of childhood trauma which was not allowing you to have amazing relationships or career success, and you could not even understand, what am I doing wrong? But now you have this awareness, and you have also this acceptance and understanding of things that happened in the past, which is what's creating and manifesting a lot of miracles for you. This is like divine acceptance, divine connection even as well. Let's see, where are you going? What's next for you guys? Where is your energy headed towards? Oh my god, self-love. And for a lot of you, you are also in this place where you're finally learning how to love yourself unconditionally. As generic as it sounds, self-love is important, guys. And you're learning how to really care about yourself, because that's the thing. I didn't always have self-love. Like most people will say that I really love myself these days. Like most people are triggered about that too. And you know, like I definitely can say that I love myself now, but I wasn't always like that. For me personally, it was a journey to arrive at that point. And I remember that before I learned how to love myself, my love life was pure toxic hell. It's because I allowed other people to do things to me which a person who loves themselves will never do, and I allowed myself to treat others as well that the way a person who loves themselves will never do. But once I've learned what self-love really is, it manifested in much better relationships and connections in my life. So where you're ultimately going is the ultimate acceptance, understanding, and love and appreciation of itself, which I think in turn is leading you to a much better connections. What is your current lesson, Scorpio? Surrender. Wow, this is one of my favorite cards in this deck, by the way. Here we are just surrendering to the divine. We are not pushing, we are not trying necessarily like to, you know, like to resist anything. We're just surrendering, because at this point we have charged ourselves with so much energy and so much power that we don't have to go against the universal energies. What we become right now is this co-creators where every opportunity that's given to us, we recognize sparks of divine in it. Every single person that comes our way, we recognize sparks of divine in this person. We are surrendering and we are seeing how in our life nothing ever has gone wrong, but we are exactly where we need to be at this point. Let's ask a few more cards when it comes to love. This is very empowering reading, guys. Let's see a few more cards when it comes to love. Let me just get, sorry, I have so many cards here because I have a lot of cards. Let's get this out of the way. One moment. Momento. Momento. Alright, let's see, my dear friends, what's coming when it comes to love for my dear Scorpios. Scorpios, let's see. Ooh, yeah, this, okay, okay, I don't know. Whichever way, we have the one of these cards, 2 of Wands reversed, 3 of Wands upright, or it could go other way, 3 of Wands reversed, 2 of Wands reversed, upright. I will take this as you trying to figure out which direction you're going. I see like you guys are making a decision. For some of you, you are thinking about moving somewhere, wondering, should I take a chance to move to this different state or city or country or different house or make some kind of change in my life? You're wondering, should I make that choice or should I not make that choice? But what I'm seeing for a lot of Scorpios, and it's funny because I think like the last whole week, all my clients were asking me, should I move? Should I not move? Like, it's funny how many Scorpio risings especially are thinking about this now. But what stands out here is that once you make a choice, once you make that move, once you make the change you are thinking about in your life, I feel like, well, let's before I say it, let's see what comes once you make that choice. We have, ooh, the Emperor. You getting a daddy. I don't know, or you're becoming a daddy for the masculine energies that are talking. It's almost like you are right now kind of, yeah, doing okay and stuff, but you are still hesitating, still wondering things. And like once you take your destiny literally in your own hands, either you're becoming the daddy yourself or you're manifesting the daddy. You know, hopefully not daddy issues, but you know what I mean. Ooh, very fiery. Queen of Wands to the Emperor. We had the Queen of Wands before, it just showed up again. So literally mastering that element of fire, I see with this Venus, Kazimi, Sun and Aries and your planet Mars being conjunct North Node. Double Queen of Wands. For some of you who are in same sex, you might meet like a lady who's hyper like passionate and like very, you know, like power woman. For those of you who are masculine, interested in feminine, definitely a woman who will blow your mind is coming your way. Very powerful woman I'm seeing here. Could be into occult too. Esoteric stuff, but also quite sexual, quite expressive, quite creative. For those of you, again, even in this male and same sex, also this very powerful energy you're manifesting in a partner. And for those of you who are feminine, interested in a masculine, definitely a daddy who is probably going to be someone who will also like to see you glow and will like to see you empowered and, you know, like, yeah, wow, hot. We have here the Hierophant reverse next to the Page of Cups. So I also see that a lot of you guys are saying goodbye to hermitology. And what is hermitology? It's when you're choosing to maybe not date, choosing to focus on yourself. I see some of you have been celibate for at least 9 months. I don't know, since last year. I'll make a video, by the way, on my celibacy journey on my other channel. So make sure you subscribe there. But there's something here about you finally making peace with, like you feel like you've had your time alone. You've had your time being by yourself. And a lot of you are like, okay, now I'm ready. Maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be right away the person I marry next, but I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to mingle. I'm ready to date. Very interesting. So who is this you're going to be dating? 2 of Swords with the Empress, with the Star. I'm seeing that you, okay, for those people who are connecting to me here, you don't know this person yet. You might have been honestly like even closed off. You haven't been really noticing this person. Maybe you are still kind of hoping on something about X. But with the Empress next to the Star, we have here again the Emperor next to the Empress. This is the match, especially if you're a feminine energy looking for masculine, but even vice versa. You are meeting a true match with the Star card, and we had the Star pop up even from this other unique tarot. You're meeting, like you're manifesting no matter how much it takes, because again, tarot, unless I'm mentioning specific transits, is timeless. You are meeting a person who I'm seeing. This is not just about star, like even though star of course represents spirituality, fame, and all these things, but I think what you're actually meeting is the person who is destined from above, a person who will also, it's not going to be just one of them connection, oh let's get married, have kids type of thing, even though there's nothing wrong with it. I'm seeing this is going to be the person who will lead you into the light, a person who will connect you to the reason why you incarnated in this world. And for a lot of you, when is this going to happen? It's going to happen during Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius, which is this year 2021. I'm also seeing for a lot of you, you guys need to pay attention to the time around June. Many people about tarot don't know that actually the 7 stars that we see in a major arcana of the star card refer to 7 sisters, which is a Pleiadian star cluster currently in the constellation of Gemini. So there is something about the month of Gemini that could be also very important. Something about Gemini energy that could be important. So you guys, congratulations. You are meeting somebody who is literally like, we've been waiting. I've been waiting with you, Scorpios. This person, it seems all my life. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to continue in the extended and take a look at everything even deeper. The link to the extended reading is going to be down below. Hope to see you guys there. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I love you all. Happy manifesting, and we'll talk soon. Bye.